I like to talk, see what these other content creators that pop up on my algorithm is saying. This is the woman, and she says the truth about dating older rich men. So before we get into that, I did just pull up her Instagram profile because I don't know who she is, and I wanted to see who she was and why she was saying what she was saying. So let me pull her up real quick. This is her Instagram profile. Hold on. Let's see if I can. There we go. So her name is Anastasia. Anastasia. She's a fashion and beauty influencer. She got 900,000 people on Instagram. This is her. Yeah, she looked the type. She looked the type. You know, one of the model type chicks. She looked pretty basic to a lot of us, but she looked like the type. Tall, got a bulldog, super thin. Yeah, she looked like the type. And just because they date them don't necessarily mean that they marry them. So, yeah, it's possibly believable. All right, so that's her. All right, that's her on Instagram or whatever, so that y'all can better understand what it is that we dealing with right here. And y'all saying, listen, y'all saying she mid because y'all used to super curvy women and all of this stuff, and that's not what a lot of these guys like. A lot of these guys, especially white men with a lot of money, they like a certain prototype of a woman. I'm just telling you, bro. It's a certain woman that should listen. If you look at all the Leonardo DiCaprio chicks, they all built just like that. All the Leonardo DiCaprio chicks is built just like that. So in the same way that it seemed like all black men got a type, it's a lot of other guys that got another type too, and they don't want them any more than 147 pounds and lanky, and they checking to see what that mouth do. So, anyways, this is what she's saying. She says the truth about dating older and rich men. All right.
Hi bestie, my name is Nasty Swan and welcome to my channel. Today I will tell you everything I've learned from dating much older men. All of my relationships were with men that are much older than me. With some of them I don't even live that long. That's our age gap. You can tell me anything you want. You can judge me. You can call me a sugar baby. I literally don't care. I'm making this video because I genuinely want to tell you what it's like and what to expect if you are liking an older guy, if you're looking for an older guy. I've been there multiple times and I've learned my lessons, and the craziest thing is that all these times it's the same thing. It's the same lessons, the same problems. So please stay with me and let me spill you the tea. I've dated a very narcissistic, toxic, and insecure man. Of course, I'm not gonna tell the names, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? When you see a very young woman who's dating a much older man, you right away think, oh, she's with him for the money. Honey, yes, and for the money as well. It's so messed up in our heads because there's nothing wrong with a man providing a better life to his woman, to a woman next to him. It doesn't matter how old she is. It's just disgusting when it gets purely transactional, which was never my case.
So wait. I smell cap right away, and the reason why I smell cap is because you can't, in one breath, say that you're with men just for the money, and that it's cool to do so. So basically, it's a form of prostitution. I think that most women is just being prostitutes at this point anyway. I don't think that they're really with a lot of these guys. I don't think. Let me revise that because let me take it off of just guys with rich men. I think that a lot of guys in general are being leveraged for what a woman can get out of them, no matter how small or how big, whether it's $40 or $4,000 for a handbag, whatever it is, I think that most women are basically prostituting themselves out. And we want to give it a different label because they don't come right out or they're not streetwalkers and stuff like that. But listen, she just said that it's transactional. And then she tried to clean it up by then saying, I mean, it's disgusting when it's purely transactional because that's when they know that it's prostitution. Shout out to Common Man 80. Common Man 80 says, why would an older rich man date her when she brings problems in America when they can go to another country? Man, listen, y'all don't understand. Dudes with money like that, they not passport bros. They have women around them based off of convenience, based off of companionship. And then they might even trade in one in order to get two or whatever, right? But listen, that whole passport guy movement, that's a regular man type shit. I'm just telling you the truth. Like that is for guys that is more concerned about what women are here in America. Guys that have money and guys that have access and guys that can get whatever the fuck they want whenever they want it, they get whatever the fuck they want when they want it. They're not sitting here saying, well, where can I get it from and what country? They want it here and they want it now. And if I see something that I want, I'm going to go ahead and get it. Ain't nobody flying overseas for no pussy. For what? It's right there. And she gonna do what I tell her to do. And money is no object. We're not trying to listen. Guys with money don't value base their decisions. They don't check the price tags. You know what I'm saying? They do it based off of convenience. And so, when you in a certain space, you move how the fuck you want to move, and then people move around you, and they move based off of your convenience. It's not based off of, oh my God, I can't do it here or whatever. That ain't a thing for people that really get it and got resources. I'm just telling you the truth. Look, if you want to know the truth, I'm going to tell you the truth. Ain't nobody flying overseas to go get no pussy or to go date no chick. And it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it. Because I think a trick is a trick regardless of whether you're doing it here or you doing overseas or whatever. It's nothing wrong with it. Look, go and get whatever the fuck you want to get and do what you want to do. I don't dick shame nobody. What I am saying is I'm telling you the mentality of people that do what they want to do and when they want to do it. I got business to take care of. I don't have time to be sitting here talking about I'm about to go overseas for no box. I'm going to California to go get this bag and sign this deal. I'm going over here to New York to go and do this deal. I'm going to fly down to Miami and do this deal. And wherever it is that I am, you going to come with me. And there be a fleet of them. Wherever it is that you go or whatever the convenience is based off of your convenience. I'm not fucking going overseas for no pussy. You can forget that, bro.
Dated billionaires only. That is my type. No. It just happened that I only dated billionaires. But I'm myself coming from a very good family. I've had everything I wanted my whole life. I never had to survive. I always worked since I was like 15, 16 years old. I always had my own money. But it doesn't change the fact that I always wanted to get the best out of my life and experience it at the highest level. The reason why I always went for older guys is because I was always such a mature girl. Like, I'm 23 years old. Some of you think that I'm 35 or something.
No, you look like you 23, nigga. 23 going on 27. Why do these people think that they so mature? Why do women think that no, nigga, we not. Let me be quiet.
23, and since I was a teenager, I always was more deep, more mature. I've never been interested to hang out with people my age, and I would always look at the guys my age and be like, these are kids, like, what do you do with them? I would always get so bored with them. I've never been interested in going out and getting fucked up in the clubs. I've never been interested in this drama and insecurity and lack of experience. I always knew what I wanted and who I am, and I knew how I wanted to be treated.
Somebody in the chat saying, Anton, you don't got no bitches, nigga, shut up. I know, I'm married. I'm married for 20 years. Why would I ever get bitches? And more importantly, I don't hang with bitches. I don't even call women bitches. Now, I might throw a hoe in there every once in a while or for the streets or whatever, Oh, why would I call a girl bitches? It's women in the chat that didn't met me in real life, though. It's women in the chat that didn't met me in real life. Nigga, you don't get no hoes, bro. Shut. Why would I get hoes? I've been married for the last 20 years. I'm a family man. I have a daughter that is 16 years old in the other room that I make sure that she's taken care of for college. And I have a wife that I've been married for 20 years. What are you talking about? Why? Is you niggas silly? Listen, if I did get hoes, why would I tell you on the internet when I've been married for the last 20 years? You dumb motherfucker. You was a bitch. That's what you are. Y'all some sucker ass corny niggas. Nigga, we don't pillow talk. I don't sit here and talk about and name names or say that man, no, I don't. I'm very much a family man. I'm chilling on this live stream on a Thursday night at 12, or actually a Friday morning at 12:33 a.m. Eastern. Why would I get hoes? You silly Billy Gumdrop. Now let me get back to the video. Stop distracting me.
And again, unfortunately or fortunately, it's only the older guys who can provide that because they have the most important and precious asset, which is time and experience. They went through all of that. They know the rules of the game. They know how it works. They know how to treat a woman. They know what to do. But when I was younger, I didn't know the other side of it. I don't know the price that you pay for that. And I had to learn. I had to go through my experiences and learn my lessons. So this is what I've learned. There's two types of men in this world. The ones who look at you as a potential wife and the ones that look at you as a girlfriend who they want to have fun with, just enjoy life and not really care. That is a major difference, okay? And usually very successful, rich, older guys, they've been there. They already had a family, probably been divorced, have kids, and now they just want to have fun and not really be committed. They just want to have fun. That's why they go for younger girls who are pure, who don't have any trauma, who are very light and bubbly and fun. Here's the thing. Guys who are much older, who go for a very young woman, they're usually very insecure. Because when these guys have much younger women next to them, they feel so powerful, they feel so strong, and that's what makes them hide their insecurities and feel better about themselves. You might not see their insecurities in the beginning of the relationship, but you will definitely will see them later, and that will affect your relationship. But the most important thing that you have to remember is that it's not your responsibility to heal that guy and to work through his traumas, because that's exactly what's going to traumatize you, my love. You're not a therapist. You take such a huge, heavy role on your shoulders to try to help this guy, to try to heal him, to love him, but you will never be able to heal him because it's...
I'm not sure if they got insecurities. I think that they just dump on you because that's what you're there for, and then they take their frustrations out on you when it comes to sex. And then they keep it moving and they move over into the next girl. Have any of these girls ever wondered why they never get chose long term by these guys and it's only a temporary circumstance or temporary situation? It's not that these guys, I don't believe it's that the guys have insecurities. I think that it's just the fact that the guys do what the fuck they want to do. They say what they want to say and then they keep it moving. For some reason, these women expect for men to be healed. No, we all broken. Money, no money, we're all broken. As a matter of fact, I would say it sounds more like somebody broke her. It sounds like somebody said, hey, baby, your time is up. It's time for you to go back home to whatever apartment that you in. Wrap it up, go get your shit, and let's go. That's what it honestly sounds like. We all broken as men. Every man in this world, in one way or another, we're broken. And I'm not talking about the typical woman who hurt you type broken. I'm talking about on some, yo, we got to go out here and we put our life on the line every single day in order to be able to conquer the world. And sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's difficult and life kick you in the ass and you work hard at school and you take care of business and you do whatever it is that you can. And sometimes you win and sometimes you lose and life break you. But it's just like muscle memory. It's just like working out, right? Every single time that you lift, you basically tearing your muscles in order to make them bigger. And so that's that thing that makes you stronger. It's the suffering that makes you greater. And so they think that it's insecurity, but it's greatness that's really being put into you that allowed for you to get to the point that you are now. You don't think that these dudes failed in their life. You don't think that they messed up a deal. You don't think that they started a business and fucked up. You don't think that, you know what I'm saying? It takes sacrifice and suffering, and they had to divest themselves against friends that wasn't going in the direction that they was going in order to be able to become super successful. That's not broken. That's becoming great. That's what it takes to become great. It sounds like that's the makings of a great man. And so she's labeling it insecure. I think that they just told her that her time was up and it was time for her to go home. We had a good time to go home.
It's not your fault, honey. Listen to me. Rich guys, they're so smart. They will test you right away. They will put you in all sorts of situations to test you. How are you going to behave? First, in the beginning, to win you, they will buy you everything you want. They will literally treat you like a princess. They will spoil you with flowers, with anything you want, literally. And they will see how you react. They will see how you accept
To win you, they already got you.
those presents and gifts and stuff. And that is a very important stage of a relationship, because if you just keep accepting and taking more and more, and God forbid you start asking for things more and more, they're just going to lose interest right away, because that just make you so cheap. When you come
That's the fact. Dudes take care of women and they want to take care of you. They don't want to be misused. And so the minute that women start asking for stuff is the minute that guys start to check out, because they know that you're now a gold digger.
come from a place of lack and you want to experience all this abundant,
She's
beautiful,
100% right about that.
rich world, and you start having it in one day and you have everything you want, you can go crazy. And so many girls do. And they just keep being thirsty for gifts and stuff. And that's where men will see if you're a high value woman or not. You know what makes a woman a high value woman? It's an ability to say no to things that are available and yes to the best. Don't let the men buy you. Know your worth. When you just kindly tell him, thank you so much, but I don't need all of that. I'm more interested in you as a person. His jaw will literally drop and he's gonna be like, oh my God, I found her. Every other girl will fall in love with the lifestyle, with the gifts, with the flowers, with the abundance, with everything that he's providing. But all those rich men, all they want inside is a woman who will see them as a person, who will see their heart, who will see.
Nah, she's wrong about that part. The not being easily impressed by it and not being thirsty for it just makes you it does make you a little bit more valuable, because it means that, you know what I'm saying, you're not some random chick from the hood, even though they still know you from the hood. It's a perception of quality. But the other side of it is, and I don't know, I'm just guessing. I'm not a billionaire, so it's a different conversation with me, so I wouldn't know. And I don't have any friends that are billionaires. Only this 23-year-old has access to them. But the other side of it is, niggas know that you're not there just to learn them as a person. Girl, you 23 years old. You don't know nothing. It's not like I can take you to any gala or go into any room if you could actually have a conversation. You just there. You a toy. That's just the truth. You are a good toy. You a nice little toy, and we gonna toy around with you at the end of the night. All of that extra stuff, and that's foreplay. That's just fluff. That's just mixed conversation. You a toy, baby. Ain't nobody care about your thoughts. Ain't nobody trying to check to see how deep you are and that you care for me as a person. He what, 70? 60? You 23. What you think you hear? You think we ain't seen this before? That nigga lived 3 times. 3 times over whatever it is that you are and however old you are. Ain't nobody thinking about you and your thought process. We're not picking your brain. You there for a moment. Enjoy it until you go back home.
Who they really are. And that's who they're gonna spoil till the rest of their life. Not just for a month, not for a year, till the rest of their life. So in the beginning of the relationship, do not be cheap. I actually want to tell you the story with my ex-boyfriend when we just started dating, and he was staying in one of the best hotel in New York City. And he invited me and we had a lunch, and then he left and he was like, I have a room till tomorrow. If you want, you can stay here, use whatever you want, order wherever you want, go to the spa, treat yourself, do everything you want. It's yours. And I was so happy. I went to the gym, I went to sauna, to the facilities of the hotel, but I didn't use even $1 from his card. I had lunch at this hotel and I paid it myself. Literally, when I left the hotel, his bill was $0. I did it because I kind of knew that it's a test. Like, he's gonna see how.
That is absolutely smart of her. She is so that is smart. That is incredibly smart. She did all of the free things. She didn't take advantage of it. And then as a result, it probably wooed him, because it was like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because she got the right mindset. She was smart for that. That's true.
I'm gonna behave when he gave me a green light. And few months in the relationship, he actually talked to me about the situation. He was like, you know what? That was very impressive that you didn't use my card and didn't use my money. And that situation made him respect me even more. Babe, the thing is, you probably will never be able to jump to his level. It's impossible. It's impossible to skip those 20 years of a gap. But you always have to make your own money. You always have to have something that you're passionate about, that you show your men that you're working, that you're grinding, that you're doing something that you're interested in. Because it's so important. If he provides you everything and you just, relax and chill and just follow his lead, he also will lose respect and interest in you very easily. You know how important it is for a man to see that his woman is doing something. Not just to see that she's expecting him to literally cover her all life, but she's passionate about something and she's making maybe not as much money, but it's her money. And that was always my case. And that also really helped me whenever we would break up with my boyfriend. Like, I had my own money to survive and to live my life and to stand on my feet and to feed myself, basically, because at this point, you're an adult. Also, always keep your own apartment. I don't care how good his apartment look. I don't care what he's offering you. I mean, unless he's buying you an apartment. If that happens, good for you. But before you, make sure that he's treating you very serious. Do not move in with a man. Always have your own place where you feel safe. Always have your own place where you can go, where you guys fight. Do not move in with the successful rich men, because I know how tempting that is. I've experienced that, and now I'm telling you, and we'll repeat that again. Do not move in with a man. Another huge lesson is that all these men, they will literally think that they're responsible to teach you how to live. At the end of the relationship, they're literally gonna be like, I gave you life. I taught you everything. Without me, you literally wouldn't survive. Without me, you wouldn't be where you are. Like, that's the things that they love to say. But listen, not only they can teach you so much, which is true, but you also have so much value next to them. Don't.
Translation. She can tell you, and she gave you the absolute blueprint for how it was that you could pass the first test. But at 23 years old, obviously she's not built to be able to stick around. What makes y'all think? Listen, what do you think led to the conversation where the dudes that have all of this money and is so rich and is successful? What led up to the point where he got rid of her and he said, "I gave you life. I'm the one that helped you. I'm the one that bought you everything. I took care of you over these last few years. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be anything." That same advice that she's giving y'all right now, that kept saying, listen, don't do everything that he says and don't do this, don't this, have your own fucking mind and do what you want to do. That's the thing that got her removed. So she was absolutely right in the conversation when she was talking about the test and passing the test. But she's absolutely wrong when it comes to her haughtiness and her ability to be able to obviously keep them and get married or get into a situation where she's in a long term relationship with these dudes and them deciding to keep her around. That's my translation of it. Listen, if he got to the point where he was saying this as he was removing her, the question that you have to ask yourself is, which is I'm sure she's not going to share with the audience, because she's going to say, this is what I learned from dating millionaires and older rich men, or billionaires in her case, right? She with a B, not an M. This is what she's going to say. But she's not going to tell you how she wound up getting out of that situation in the first place and why he decided to let her go and send her back to where she came from.
Don't think that they only bring something to the table. You bring so much to the table, babe. You're so young and smart. You're a new generation. You have so much to teach him too that he doesn't know. He's old school. He doesn't know anything about the technology, the social media, the cool new jobs opportunities. Like, he's literally out of this world, living in your dad's era. But they usually will make you feel that they are the smartest. They know how to live and you just have to follow the lead. But
isn't that how they became billionaires and millionaires? See, this is where women go wrong. Y'all got to learn how to shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's the same thing when I was just talking about with the chick that we just reviewed before this. Shut up. You don't know anything. Let me teach you. No, listen. You know what? It's time to go. Alfred, can you show her the door? Make sure she got everything so that she don't come back. Alfred, get Mandy out of here. Get her on up out of here, bro. So all of that is this. The minute that y'all start doing this too much, don't nobody want to hear that shit. You're not there to be talked to. You're there to be looked at.
You have to remind yourself every single day that you are very valuable. You're very important in the relationship. And if they don't see that, you have to show your boundaries. And whenever they disrespect you, or whenever they make you feel less or make you feel sad, you have to show them that you are not happy or hurt. I'm not saying that you have to create drama or argue. You can just politely let your men know that, hey, this hurt me. I will really appreciate that you don't do that to me or don't treat me this way, and you explain why. This is so important. If you just accept their behavior, they will just push the boundaries and they will treat you worse and worse and worse. Unfortunately, that's how human beings are, and that is very fucked up, but it's so true. If you create boundaries, that will make the men respect you even more. And the last lesson that I want to share with you is, I don't care.
All that slapping. Nah, you gotta go. Alfred Bartholomew. By the way, never name your kid Bartholomew, because everybody gonna automatically think he a butler, or Alfred for that matter. Alfred, can you call Bartholomew to go ahead and remove Anastasia over here? Matter of fact, let me give her a little bit of credit also. Shout out to her. Her name is Nastya Swan. Nastya Swan, the 23-year-old Swan. Shout out to her.
About your relationship with your family, with your parents. Never, ever, ever talk badly about your side of your family to your men, because you will see that will affect you so much when you guys fight. You might not have perfect relationship with your mom, with your dad. Do not go to your man and don't tell him.
Just said Jeeves. Also Jeeves. Yeah, that sounds like a butler name. Don't name your kid Jeeves, Bartholomew, or Alfred.
Bad things about your family. Never, ever, ever do that, because when you guys fight, he will use that against you. He might. I'm not saying he will. He might use that against you. And whenever you share those bad things about your family to your man, he automatically will not respect your parents. And your parents are the most important, valuable people that have to be in the eyes of your men. Please listen to me again. You don't have to have perfect relationships with your family, but that is your relationship with your family. To your men, they should always be good people. And you should always make sure that a guy that you're dating, it doesn't matter older or younger, he should always know that you respect your dad, that your dad is always there for you, that your dad is the most important man in your life, that your dad is the one to protect you. When you do that, you will see how much different he will treat you. And the same about your mom. Never talk badly about your parents and your family to your guy. It doesn't make you or your family look better. All right, girlies, there's actually so much more that I want to share, but I feel like the video is going to be like 2 hours long. If you want a second part of this video, if you want more lessons from me that I've learned from dating older men, please let me know in the comments below.
So shout out to her for the good content.